I hear an awful lot is we sell SaaS.
It's just so on that a little bit, like what are if you're seeing mistakes, what kind of mistakes do you see in terms of a maybe a recurring pattern in terms of like what SaaS companies are making with respect to tax compliance? Is there, is there a way to narrow that down to like maybe a top two or a top three, just in terms of, I'll call them compliance mistakes?
I think I could keep it down between 3 and 5-ish. So
Okay.
the first
All
one that
right,
I
let's
hear
try
an
that.
awful lot is we sell SaaS, it's just not taxable. And it's this broad misunderstanding that SaaS is not taxable anywhere. Not necessarily the case. So again, it would be silly if every state did everything the same. So just know that you can't lump everything into this non-taxable category. The second one, kind of like what we were just talking about with Nexus, don't assume because you don't have any physical workers or employees that you haven't created an obligation to collect in a state. And then the next piece of it, I think, revolves around exemptions. What you may be selling is taxable, but who you're selling to may not be taxable. You may be selling to the government. You may be selling to a nonprofit agency, and you can't just take their word for it. You actually need a piece of paper that says, don't charge me tax because, and somebody signs it. You got to keep that piece of paper. So managing exemptions and collecting these exemptions from customers that are not taxable because of who they are, that one becomes important as well. And then I'll give you this fourth one, which is keep in mind bundling transactions changes the taxability or could change the taxability of what you're billing your customers for. If you itemize things out, that can certainly help. But also keep in mind, sales tax is on your buyer, not you. You want to bill your customers correctly because you don't want to take on the onus of this tax liability when technically it should have been passed on to your customer.